In the heart of garbage land, the house of the garbage man doth lie. God's hollow heads of doors piled high. The garbage hath gone from the garbage land to the house of the garbage man. But with this garbage doth he do, I shall hasten on to you. Do not sigh, neither cry, you tight-faced spirit who holds your nose when he treads on by. Come 1984, there came a clanging at my door. With it came a gentle sippy-sappy, a little too small, and in his hand a box a little too tall. I pulled the door yet wider to see before the light, and my what stood before me it gave a ghastly fright. Gone now from his head his hat, I saw he had no face. Instead 'twas left a gaping plastic space. It couldn't have been any other way. He needed to be to take the trash astray, bare and blank without respect nor cash, but with bins, bags, rags, and trash. The way things are, quid pro quo, he then began to tell me so. I am just we, a garbage man, directly from our garbage land. Here today with pots and pans, and a pair of plastic hands, to make, to mend, to sell to you, things thrown away, now anew. Here's a pretty daffodil, bended burnt, but pretty still. How about a fluttery fan, perhaps some cooking pan? Can I interest you? I smashed the door into his face. Get out my house and take your weight. Drawn down and down and down so down, his face was now a mess of frowns, and out of the twisted tatters came a squealing like a rat. What did I do to you, my friend, to wish only, oh how I wished that I had been manufactured from something other than non-biodegradable black bin bags? He came again as no surprise, followed by a cloak of flies. His friends, his family, they were there, and lived beneath his rusty hat. Beneath all this, his ways of wear, every day he uttered prayer. For the familiar self he wanted to know. Choose black plastic, adieu, adieu. And at that I laughed into his face, and laughed till my taunting turned dry, turning his words into a thirsty tongue-tie. Eventually he whispered, I come here for you, picking up your trash. I don't ask for money, I don't ask for cash. Instead I have what you have, a dream that turned to plan, to come to be known as something other than the garbage man. I said, oh please, for goodness sake, you actually think I pity you, unless I am a fake. It was then at that a wonderful, awful idea was conceived, something so strong that I could not deny. What if he could be dead, and I forced him to die? One by another they sprang forth and they grew. My ideas grew beautiful and they bloomed till I knew. They spread their manic wildly about and subdued the maxim of my civilized doubt, grasping me now with strange foul power, possessing me tight on the turn of that hour. One day I see him hobbling on those crooked old feet, from door to door and down the street. I stood looking cowed, feeling over-empowered, but as a beast, a baby, not yet had I devoured. Potato Head dripping his darkish, silly glee. It was then that I executed my lovely fond degree. Garbage man, my darling, behold my master plan, to have you come to be known as the simple common man. At first I did consider many options, did I dither. How do I do it? What do I use? TNT, electric use, with the chemicals from my lab, or old-fashioned, stab by stab? How does one avoid the law without avoiding blood and gore? How should I your death declare? Chiefly, do I do it? Do I dare? His smile turned to horror as he turned to run, but before he could, it was already done. I set him alight, and flaming everywhere, and he flamed, and he flared, and I just didn't care, and I pushed him over and down onto the rocks, and onto him I pushed his blundering black box. I waited till his tormented fire grew faint, and the smoke rose to heaven, for he was a saint. And now he has a normal grave, with a name like John or Dave. I don't know which, I never learned his name, and because they're all the same.